Good morning, everyone. Today I am going to discuss on the topic the role of artificial intelligence and ICT in higher education. So, as nowadays, everyone, when we used to open the Google, we are getting the AI mode and the deeper AI mode concept. So, in this way, this Google is having a role in the higher education. So, before going to discuss the actual role of AI and artificial ICT in higher education, we should revise whatever the previous methodologies used for the teaching and learning. So, if we go in 1801, so there was in only the oral lectures were used to convey the information to the student. Then in early 90s, the textbooks were printed and the study material is provided to the student. While in the mid 1900, we have used the chalkboards to illustrate the concept and solve the problems to present the information. And in 1980s, the ORAID projectors were used so that the difficult diagram, complicated structures will be initially drawn in the transparencies one, and that transparencies were used to explain the concept to the student with the help of ORAID projector. And in 1990s when we have a development of computer lab, that is the development of the digital learning one. So whenever we have discussed about these methods, then what the concept which we are having, that is the what are the limitations of this earlier teaching and learning method. So initially, one size fit all approach ignore individual learning needs. Limited student engagement in lecture heavy classrooms one. So as there was a huge class of 50 100 students and one teacher is continuously speaking or drawing the diagrams, all the students will not be were not be attentive for the same thing, so they get distracted easily. Then the slower feedback methodologies. Assignments took several days or months to be returned to the students one. And this access of teacher and student was restricted by means of time, location, and the physical resources one. And there was a minimal interaction outside the classroom hours, because as soon as we are getting the school or colleges over one, then there was no method of communication between the teacher and students. So these are certain limitations of the previous teaching methodologies. Then this teaching methodology, as a day by day, there was an evolution in this education system. And this methodologies has been evolved from the passive chalkboard teaching to interactive cloud learning. In the 20th century, we have used audio visual tools for the teaching methodology, teaching learning one. And in the 21st, we brought the digital platform and the AI for the personalized education. So we are going to discuss this personalized education in further slides one. So these modern classrooms, this blend the physical and virtual learning one. We are utilizing the various video conferencing app, then learning management system, AI tutors. They are available at any time to the students at any location, so it makes the active participation of the students. So before we go in the role of this AI and ICT, we will understand what is the AI and what is the meaning of ICT. So what is the AI? It is an artificial intelligence, that is the ability of machines to perform the task that usually require the human intelligence, such as learning, problem solving, and decision making. AI system can recognize the patterns, it can make the prediction and improves over time. If we consider this AI, a simple example of AI, it is the chatbot that answers the student questions about their enrollment one. Then what is the ICT? That is information and communication technology. So all the technologies used to handle the information and support communication, including computers, internet, software, and mobile devices, this ICT is the foundation of a digital learning. So the best example, it is the utilization of Zoom to attend a live lecture, Zoom, Google Meet. We are having, these are the platform. So this ICT tools, how it will help in the higher education, ma'am. So in case of the higher education, we are having certain learning management system that are the Canvas, which has having an interface, mobile app, grading and LTI, Blackboard, protecting ADA, discussion, analytics, Moodle, it is giving us plugin, Scrum, gamification, self-hosted one. Sakai, it is another open source app which is used for research tracking, partnership. Then Google Classroom, it gives us the workspace synchronization, auto assignments and the feedback. So usually from the COVID, we have utilized this Moodle, Google Classroom, so that the education didn't stop. It continues and the students have benefited by using this open source learning management system. Then about the different kind of the video conferencing app. So what are the video conferencing app that is mostly used? That is the Zoom and Google Meet, followed by Microsoft Teams, WebEx one. So Zoom, it is the very well known app which we are utilizing for the education system. So in case of the Zoom, we are having captioning, backgrounds, engagement, cloud. In Microsoft Team, we are having workspaces, co-authoring, transcription and synchronization. Then in case of Google Meet, we are having noise cancellation, live streaming, screen access, WebEx, it is giving us encryption, AI insight, hybrid and the admin control. So this ICT as well as this video conferencing app, they have helped a lot during the process of the higher education. But even it is not limited to the higher education, but it is also it has also played a role in case of schools education, university level education one, because in the time of a COVID where everyone was at home and it was the fear that students may lose certain years of education, they will lack in the knowledge one. So in that case, what we are having, this learning management system and video conferencing app made the education easier, simpler, blended, and mostly it has saved number of years of millions of students that they continued in the process of learning. So this AI, which we are using as an learning assistance one. So what this AI is doing, it is actually the smarter support for the student. This AI, nowadays we are having everything which is available on the click. We are having Gemini app, we are having the AI deeper mode, then superficial mode, we are having chat GPT, everything we are having. And what the students can think is that why there is a need to go in a classroom, because we are having everything is on a click. But we have to remember that whatever we are getting on a click, it is submitted by a number of people from the number of sites or the location one. So definitely it will give you the idea about the concept, but it cannot replace the teachers, because teacher will explain in detail about each and every aspect of the concept in which you are interested. But what is the benefit of this AI assistant is that it can act like a 24/7 personalized learning assistant. It is adapting the individual needs and the learning styles of a student. Means, suppose if you are observing any educational video on this number of the platform ICT platforms, or on the AI on the internet one, if you are not getting the clearance of the concept by utilizing any one app, you can go in the another. So that will help you to learn one. So what are the key functions of an AI? So here the personalizing learning path. We are very familiar with this concept of platforms like Coursera, Khan Academy. They use the AI to recommend videos, exercises, and courses based on the user performance and the goal. Then what this AI will help, it will give us the immediate feedback. So the apps like Grammarly, Turnitin, it provides the real-time suggestions on grammar, clarity, and proper citations as the student write. It is helping a number of students while writing their research proposals, one research project. Adaptive practice, next one is so Alec or Duolingo adjusts the quiz difficulty and content dynamically based on the correct or incorrect answers to reinforce learning. As previously discussed, it is giving us 24/7 availability. So this Georgia State chatbot Pons answer student question about registration, financial aid, deadlines anytime, reducing the administrative stress. Then learning analytics. The Canvas and Blackboard analytics dashboard show the instructor with which students are falling behind or the missing assignments. So how this AI, it powers the personalized learning. So whenever we are focusing on a student, because teaching and learning is basically related to the upgradation of the student one. So this student, whenever receives a customized study plan, will have a notes with the students, videos with the student. So the student will watch the video, submit the assignment, answer the quiz one. So all this things which are done by the student, that is video watching, assignment submission, answering of a quiz and exams online. So this AI will analyze the performance of the student, and it will create a customized study plan according to the knowledge of the students. So this AI is changing the higher education in a number of ways. First one, that is the smart scheduling, early alerts, then grading assistants, as well as the research tool. So this AI guides students for the courses, matching major pace and the past performance of the student. Then this system flag at risk students by tracking their login frequently, assignment completion, as well as the grade. AI grades multiple choice or short answers exam faster, freeing instructor for a deeper feedback. Then research tool. AI tools can scan academic papers, helping students to find the relevant sources at a faster. So this AI, which is acting as a supporting tool for the education one. It is not used directly as a replacement to the classroom or teacher, but it will definitely help the student to gain the more knowledge about the concept, as well as with the very elucidator or the what we can say the fancy explanation or the attractive diagrams one. So this AI, which is expanding access, so this ICT and AI, it is breaking the barriers. It is the most important benefit of this AI and the ICT, that rural or disabled student access the quality online courses like MOOCs. Coursera use AI to scale learning to the millions one. Means there is no need to physically reach to a particular destination. We are having open source courses, number of courses available on the internet, so that students can opt and gain the knowledge. The challenge related to this particular AI and the ICT is that unequal access to the internet devices leave students behind. Bias AI trained on the unfair data can perpetuate unequal support. So, what are the different applications of the AI in the higher education one? So, this AI is transforming colleges through smart tutoring, automated grading, personalized learning paths, and early warning system that support student success and the administrative efficiency. Because whenever we are considering, it is actually helping you track whatever you are studying, and it will help you to complete the task or the project or assignment within time, so that it will improve the quality of education. So what is about the future of the learning system? This AI and the ICT definitely not going to replace the colleges one. They are just reshaping them. From personalized study plans to global classrooms, technology is making education more flexible, responsive, and accessible. as a student, understanding these tools help you make the most of your college experience and prepare for the technology driven world. So this AI is definitely going to improve the quality of education. It has definitely improved the, or what we can say, increase the number of students they are performing, the number of online courses. So automatically it is helping to improve the knowledge of the students as well as the knowledge of the teachers also, which will definitely upgrade the teaching and learning system to an higher level. Thank you.